What's up, guys? I'm doing a response video. Never done one before. ARfalc77. He put out the call or the request basically to see some rainbows, rainbow that you've completed or that you are currently working on or the like. You know, whatever you got going on, whatever fits how you collect. Let's see. This always bugs me. I never know where to look. Camera's right there, but the screen is right there. So I feel like I should look there, but when I look there, it looks like I'm looking there. But I'm supposed to be looking there. I don't know. So I'll just, I'll just do this a lot. How's that, And you guys can just follow along. All right, so back to cards. Watching Baseball Card Junkies TV about a year ago, and Topps 85 401 was talking about rainbows. And I remember thinking, rainbows? And in my mind, I'm picturing like a foil variant card, the rainbow foil. I'm like, is that a big deal? Is that what people are chasing? And understand that in my corner of the collecting universe, it's just me. I mean, I live in Podunkville, USA. I'm sure there's other collectors here, but I have not managed to connect with any of them. I don't even know who they would be. So, short of YouTube and before finding YouTube, I was kind of on my own island. I collected the way I collected in the 80s, back when I had collecting buddies, and pretty much just did it that way the whole way, even though there's all new card types and collecting opportunities, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't know. Parallels just didn't exist when we were kids. So I knew they were here, but I don't know why it never occurred to me to collect them all, to collect the whole, rainbow, if you will. Never been a set collector. Just never have. I'm actually quite the opposite. If somebody gives me a set for Christmas, or if I buy a set, the first thing I do is tear it apart. I don't like sets. Usually there's a good card or two or three or whatever in that set, and it bugs me to know that it's not in a top loader, that it's not in a magnetic or at least a penny sleeve. It drives me crazy. So I just don't like the idea of them just sitting in a box. I can't really thumb through them. I can't look at them, and I really don't care to thumb through a whole bunch of commons to get to the occasional good card. So kudos to you guys who do set collect. I get it. I understand, because that's one thing that's, while I say I don't like to set collect, it's not entirely true either. I think the rainbow is the perfect thing for me, because it gives me the opportunity to collect a set of some sort, but not have to collect all the other garbage that I don't really want, And in this particular case, the two I'm going to show you are I think they're my two favorite. I pretty much love everything equally for the most part. It's whatever I'm working on or whatever I have in my hands, that's the most important thing to me at the moment. It's always the case. It's like your kids, just love my favorite one is the one that's in front of me at the time. It's always that way. And that's how it is with cards too, I think, for the most part. But if I have to pick, these are the two I'm picking. Now, I've never completed a rainbow yet. I'm getting close on a few. There's a few elusive ones that, I just can't ever find. And when I do find them, I usually find them in the sold and completed auctions, not, hey, you can buy this, it just stinks. But yeah, let me flip this around and show you some stuff here. All right, so card one in this rainbow is one of my favorite cards in general, just because it's one of my favorite guys. I'm a Kansas City guy, remember that. There's only a handful of guys to really truly admire from the Kansas City teams anyway. I mean, even I'm going to say that. But I mean, this guy contributed to 2 World Series appearances, and I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. A lot of people might laugh me out of the room, but you know what? I don't give a damn about WAR. I think WAR is just a crappy statistic. I mean, I get it. A lot of people put a lot of value in it. It means a lot of really cool stuff, wins above replacement. I get it, but I'm just a classic hits, home runs, batting average, maybe OPS. It's a newer stat, maybe, but I really like the classic 3. So without further ado, man, there's my guy right there, Eric Hosmer. And I think he's a very underrated player. I mean, at one point in time, I think he was considered quite the all-star and, MVP candidate. Since he went to San Diego, he's kind of fallen off a cliff a little bit. I mean, his production's still there. I just, his WAR's like negative 0.1 or something stupid like that for 2019. Yet he's hit 20, I don't even remember, 20 some home runs. Batting average is about 265 or 270, something like that. But he's got 162 hits, you know, and I mean, he's a producer, you know, and I've got a few of them, you know, 10 and 9. Obviously, I bought that one first, and I don't even know where I got that one, but I got all these here. So there's the white one. I'll try and keep this truck moving a little faster. I like to ramble. Here's the red one. This is the Target exclusive. This I didn't buy a whole lot of cards into. Well, I take that back. I bought a lot of Bowman. I didn't buy a lot of Topps Update for some reason. By the time this stuff rolled around, I was on to football, and I wasn't really chasing anything. But I imagine these came in a bonus pack in a blaster box at Target. Probably 3 or 5 cards. So you can imagine, not a real easy pull. The next one is kind of the same thing. This is the Walmart border. This is my favorite one of the rainbow, simply because it's the team colors, right? It's blue. It's a light blue, so it's not quite royal blue, but it's pretty cool. It's close to the powder blue uniforms, but really super cool card. And again, I think with Walmart it was the same thing: a blaster box, value pack, something like that, with a 3 or 5 card extra inserted pack. So got that one. Here's the gold. This is just the classic Topps gold, numbered to 2011, that particular year. Everybody always loves a good Topps gold card. That was actually a tough get for me. Seems like every time I tried to snag that thing at the time that I was chasing it, everybody was wanting an arm and a leg for them. Now I think you can pick them up for 20 bucks or less. The next one in the rainbow is the Diamond Anniversary. To me, this is a super cool card. I mean, I told you the blue is my favorite, but this is probably the nicest overall card in the rainbow as far as just overall appeal. I don't even care who it is. I don't care if it's, you know, man, name your player from 2011. You know, it doesn't matter who it is. It can be the most common of guys, and it's a gorgeous looking card. You know, you just can't have enough of these. I'd kind of like to get all the key rookies, and obviously the Trout. But, yeah, super cool card. And, of course, then you guys probably know the next card. The next card is the Cognac. And that also is a gorgeous card. Something weird about it, you know, but super cool. Seems like a lot of the pictures on eBay, they tend to be like, maybe I can get it, like kind of there maybe. I remember when I was first looking and I seen them and they looked red. You know, the eBay pictures, it looked red. And I thought, what's the red one? Is that like a ruby? What is that? You know, and no, it's just the dang Cognac. I already had it. But there you go. There's the 6 card rainbow. It's actually an 8 card rainbow as far as I know, unless you guys want to correct me about something I don't know. But I still need to get the black, which I think is numbered. I was numbered out of 99, maybe less. Maybe 67. I can't remember. I've got it written down somewhere. And then there's of course, the Hope Diamond, which maybe that one's numbered out of 67 and the black's out of 99. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, the black and the Hope Diamond are the 2 most complicated ones to find. And I have seen the black recently, but I've seen it in the sold listing. The only other place I've seen it, eBay does have one right now, but it's a BGS, and I really don't want a BGS. I guess if I have to, I'll buy it and crack it out and just throw it in a magnetic. But yeah, so there's that. Kind of a side note, I started kind of picking these up too. There's the rookie debut cards. Yeah, some underrated cards. I mean, it's just as rookie a card as that is, you know. I mean, that's what makes me nuts. It comes out of the exact same set, but whatever. That's the true rookie. This is the rookie debut. This is the redheaded stepchild rookie. And there's the, see, I mean, look at that. That's just a cool card. Another Diamond Anniversary and a Cognac. So yeah, so now I just need to pick these up and everything else. And for whatever reason, I think I've decided to just tackle the rainbow on both of these, but this one is far more complete. So, sticking with the Kansas City theme, but moving on to football. This, if you follow my channel at all, I don't have a lot of videos. I've only got a few, maybe, I don't know, less than 20 probably. You already know that when it comes to football, my guy is Patrick Mahomes. So there is the Optic 2017 rated rookie. I know a lot of guys just jones over the Prism. I like the Prism, but I'm an old school dude. I really like the rated rookie sign, the emblem, whatever you want to call it, logo. And I'm a sucker for the right picture, too. Something about Prism, I think a lot of the photos they use are just stupid looking. The Patrick Mahomes, I'm not a fan of that picture. It's okay, but this is super cool. This reminds me of like old school photography from like the 60s, or maybe even, the 70s, the 50s. I don't know. There's something about it that's just really cool. It's a pose as opposed to a captured action shot, which I love a captured action shot, but for a rookie card, man, I prefer this. So there's card 1 in that rainbow. Card 2, you'll have to bear with me because not everything is graded. Here it is. So, well, maybe not. What are these? In front of the camera. These, it's more card 1. Here's card 2. It's dark outside of my little light here. Card 2 is the hollow. If you're a baseball guy, it's basically the refractor. In football, it's a hollow or a prism or a silver. They got all kinds of names. But basically, you just look right here, kind of like in baseball where they say refractor, this says prism. So this one's fairly highly sought after and kind of tough to get anymore. These are all getting very tough to get. I wish I would have started this rainbow a little bit earlier than I did, because even though I started this thing 6 months ago, it's still expensive even then. Here's the lime. This is the lime green. Pretty much everything from this point forward is going to be a silver or a hollow, basically, or like I said, a refractor. And the lime is a fairly highly sought after. I think they were only in retail packs. The next card, this is my favorite one of the rainbow. Again, the same reason the Hosmer is it's the team color thing. It's the red and yellow. I've got a couple of them. Fun story about this. I wanted this card so bad, and I kept trying to win one on eBay, and I just kept losing. And it was crazy. It was crazy. At the time, I believe a PSA 10 went for like $150. And I was trying to get a raw, just like this one in a magnetic. Looks just like this, basically. And it ended up going for $165, and I was blown away. And so I thought, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to the National. I'll get it there. They'll have tons of these. Well, they didn't. I was all over the National. I couldn't find Mahomes for nothing, hardly at all, especially in these. For some reason, these were just so elusive at the National. Nobody had Donruss Optic rated rookie Mahomes, So I finally find a dealer who's got this one right here. And about 10 minutes before I bought this one, which was the close of the show on Friday, I had given up all hope. I'd found this on eBay for $57, buy it now, and I pulled the trigger. And about a few minutes later, I ended up at a booth that had this one for, I don't even remember. I think it was 100 and something, but I couldn't buy it fast enough. It was a Gem Mint 10, sure, but I could have it in hand. This, I was going to have to wait another 4 or 5 days just to get it, so I was pretty excited about that. So, let's see. The next one is this guy here. This is the pink. This one comes out of the blaster boxes. They had the blaster boxes had the pink refractor variants in there, so kind of a tough pull. Also, you baseball guys, Optic. This is basically Topps Chrome, so there's like 4 cards per pack or something like that. It's a tough pull. I mean, it's a pretty good checklist, and then on top of that, you don't get a pink in necessarily every pack, if I recall. Maybe you do. I can't remember, but I remember busting tons of them trying to pull that card and never did. Let's see here. The next one is the orange, and that one is numbered out of 199. There you go, 199. So that's an insanely tough pull. There's some retail boxes and hobby boxes that'd come out of, but man, what a tough pull. If you look at eBay history, you don't see too many of them. I have maybe 5 or 6, including this one. So yeah, definitely one of the tougher ones to get. And then, of course, the last one that I have in this is the black, which this one is right there, numbered at a 25. So this one, I don't even know what this one's worth. I've only seen one in a PSA 10 go for like 1,100 bucks. So beats me. But all that means is that, you know, Patrick Mahomes has a heck of a fan base, and this card right here means that only 25 people can have the rainbow up to this point. So pretty excited to have that. That's key for collecting this rainbow, you know, getting those little low numbered ones. I believe there is a gold at the end of this rainbow too, numbered to 10, but I've never seen one. I do have the red, which is in a PSA 10 numbered at a 99 on the way. It's in the mail right now. I don't have it today, but I should have it within the next week or so. But so that'll put me at a total of 8 cards in a, I think, is it, let's see, I think it might be a 12 card rainbow. And that gives me 8 cards. And then it's not a part of the rainbow, but it's got to go in there. This is just the this is the autograph numbered 150. Yes, numbered at a 150, and it is just the optic, simple, plain, you know, base optic auto. But those are my favorite ones. You know, I mean, you can get the colored autos too, and those are nice. But I always like to have this one. I like to have the base auto. That's my favorite, simply because, well, again, I grew up in the 80s, man, so the base card is always a big deal to me. So I get pretty excited about that. And then as a side note, you know, as far as rainbow collecting is concerned, these got so expensive, and price aside, you know, just so hard to find. I mean, you just sit around. I'm getting to the point now where I just sit around waiting for something I don't have to pop up to even consider, right? I mean, I still need a bronze, which a buddy of mine's got too, so I think I'm going to get one from him. And then there's a blue and an aqua that I don't have. And then the purple, which is numbered, I think, out of 50. And then perhaps the gold. So, yeah, so there's, aside from the bronze, there's 4 I've still got to chase that are all serial numbered and going to be complicated as all get out to get, even raw. So I made the conscious decision to switch to 2018 Prism, because I do like the photo on the 2018 Prism. I thought, hey, I'll collect that rainbow. You know, it's cheap. And we're talking like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I'm doing this because I'm like, you know, I can get most of that rainbow for like 20 bucks a card or less. And that was true, you know. I went out and I got this one here. This one cost me 14 bucks plus shipping. I think I spent 16 bucks or something like that. It wasn't very expensive. You know, I thought, it's a nice looking card. It's the red, white, and blue. You know, I'll just sign me up, you know, and I'll start putting together that rainbow, because that'll give me something to work on in the meantime that's not going to break the bank, so that I still have money left to, you know, work on this one. And then for 10 bucks, I made an offer. It was an or best offer or make offer, and I made an offer for 10 bucks on this one. Boom, took it, shipped it. Before either one of these cards even arrived at my doorstep, this thing had turned into a multi-$100 card. Okay, raw like this is anywhere from 50 bucks to 150 bucks, and I've even seen some people trying to list it for 200, and then in PSA 9s and 10s like $400. It's crazy, just in the last 2 weeks. And this one's done relatively the same thing, not quite the same thing, but pretty close to it. And it just goes up from there. The laser prisms, the, you know, all of them, they're just astronomical. And what's wild about that is that's what the Prism Rookie was going for just a month ago. $100 for the silver, you know. And now the 2018 second year base silver is going for that. So at this point, I'm not exactly sure if I should hold and wait for some of the fire to simmer, or if this is Mike Trout 2.0 right here, you know, if it's just never going to simmer, if this is in fact the ground floor. And if that's the case, I probably should keep going. So there you have it. There's a peek at a couple of my rainbows. Nothing to get super excited about, but pretty cool nonetheless. Not autograph rainbows or anything, you know, extraordinary, but they're my favorites. So you know, for all you guys who've never heard of him, you need to check out his channel, ARfalc77, Sevens as he's known. A lot of good stuff, tons of videos. The guy is one of the founding fathers of the YouTube community. I've been watching him for a long time. Um, Definitely check him out. And you got to check out some of the other videos that everybody else is posting on there too. Odds are most of you watching my channel probably already know all about this, because my channel is like, right, it's nothing. But anybody who might just kind of pepper in from, the sidelines and catch it, you guys ought to check it out. It's pretty cool. But for me, man, that's top loaded out. I'm done. So have a good night, all.